It's just me right now. Thank you for tuning into the Midnight Social Reading podcast. Um, so, how about the Knicks? Ooh, okay. This is kind of difficult. Kind of awkward for a solo podcast. Um, anyways, all right. So how are we all doing today? So, thank you for. Oh no, I need to turn this up. Wait, I need to turn this up. All right, is that okay? All right. I had to make sure everything's all fine and dandy. I'm making on time. As the host of the podcast, I have to be here on time to make sure that everything goes according to plan. All I's are dotted and every T is crossed to make sure that everything is good. I assume that the other people that are part of this podcast will join in soon, but there are other things I can do to fill in for time. Um, I can actually put the reading back in social reading before we get into stuff like that. I've always wanted to kind of do a solo show too. Can I do 2 hours of solo show? Well, that I can do 4 hours of a solo show. If you've seen my other videos on Twitch, where um, I'm doing my RPG game, I can do 4 hours of solo just talking to myself and just going and rambling. It's not that hard. It's you're just talking to the camera, and maybe some people do show up now and then and stuff, and you just ramble. Hold on, here's some ding in my ears. Okay, no, well, no one's here yet. But yeah, I can do a 4 hour podcast by myself. Still need to get it on at 12 because it makes no sense for it being a midnight social reading and there's no, and you do it at 1 o'clock. That's past midnight. That technically is not the midnight. And you want probably wondering, well, probably not even wondering, if you're joining in on Kick Amino, if you're joining, actually, I don't even need the faces to here. Um, if you're joining me on Twitch, if you're joining me on Kikamino, um, what happens is well, how do you even, like, I can start anywhere really. Like, there's so many things I can actually start with and end with on there's a midnight social reading, and all those stuff like that. So, and if name them off, I'll probably won't remember. So let's just go with why is there a midnight social reading? Why at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. Don't Google me on that. Why do I go on at midnight? Well, gather around the fire. We have a story to tell about a midnight social reading. Things burning in hell. I don't know. I was trying my best. Just cut me some slack. So, midnight social reading only started because it was the best time to actually do a podcast for me. What happens is that in Amino, I would have other people join me. Other guests would join in, and we have a conversation round table talk about certain things that are going in our community and things that are going on in yeah, well, mostly in our community and anything that was kind of going around in the art world and stuff like that. So um, maybe be issues where people are trolling and stuff like that, and like like have what do you do? Have voice notes where they're like turning into um I forgot how Gallet said it was. The guy was like, "I will wish death upon you," and he had this way of saying it. I was like, it was a whole meme where we had around the community and stuff like that. But yeah, it really started from before that was a Mana shoutcast where I was just getting people to conversate, to talk, to build a community where we would just talk about the latest thing about art. And it starts with a small little group. You have a voice chat. You invite a bunch of people to come over, and eventually, people do come over. But then, people don't, and they have their issues, and they talk about whatever that's going on in their life. It was me and two other people, and we try to bring that kind of energy where it's just like we talk about the art world and stuff like that. But eventually that fell apart, and I was doing a newsletter kind of informing people about things that are going on in the art world if people didn't know. Because no, everyone's kind of sticking with the mainstream thing, but there's a lot of things that kind of fell underneath the table, and things that people didn't really worry about and stuff like that. So or didn't really think to worry about. Um, right now, I might be doing a newsletter with one of my members that followed me from one community to the next community. She and I might be will be doing a newsletter to keep our new
Okay, I'm here. I'm
community.
here. I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I have to save this story for next time. Uh, but yeah, we're making a newsletter to inform people about art and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, so
Well,
we're
some
live.
good news. Clip Studio Paint decided to drop the potential subscription service, so that's a dub.
All right, that is a development. So what made them do it?
Just like the general backlash what it got from it.
Oh, okay. So if people go on Twitter and start yelling loud enough and messaging, "Hey, I want you to stop this," they will eventually
Like
cave.
they will like yeah, it's like if you yell at them, like they will like at times no you no you'll yell at them. Like yeah, it makes sense. Like you'll yell at them, they'll tell you to you'll stop.
And then they'll be like, "Okay, okay, sorry guys, we were kind of we'll just try this again, but we'll try to change it a little bit so you guys when we won't call it a subscription service, we'll just wait a little longer before we can spring this on you again." I mean, you didn't kill the Hydra. It has many other heads. You just happen to wound one of his heads. It's just gonna be like, okay, well, we'll just think of a new strategy. So, expect.
Yeah, because a lot of people like to
Mhm.
because a lot of people think like we have this Adobe thing. Adobe's doing it. Hey, let's do that.
I mean, it's working for Adobe, right? Like, I don't know how much I didn't.
But here's the thing, like Adobe kind of has a vice-like grip on the entire industry.
Mhm.
So they can afford to pull that kind of shit.
Yeah, but like, is it working out for Adobe and stuff like that? Because people will
I
cost.
mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, it kind of is because um I think like Linus said, like it's bit is what I'm saying. It's basically like the Apple equivalent. Once you use their devices, you're basically locked to their ecosystem.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's like they have that kind of condition. Well, the Apple effect. That's what I like to call it, at least.
Okay. Yeah, well, cause I was saying, okay, so Adobe does this, Clip Studio Paint does the same thing. There must have been some like Adobe did get backlash, but I guess they continued on. Clip Studio Paint
Yeah.
did the same thing, and they
But
got
yeah, like
backlash,
they
but
kind of
they,
just nipped it in the bud. Like, nope, we are not for this shit.
yeah, well, yeah, I agree with you. There's probably stop,
Yeah,
but
it's like also
they're gonna come back.
like, congrats, you just created an incentive for people to pirate your shit.
Yeah, and they're gonna try to find ways to go around the whole situation and then represent it to you as as a new service.
Which is, and like, here's the thing: like, eventually, customers will come catch on.
Yeah. So if you need to pirate, I guess you still have to pirate because what happens is that um the war's not over. The war started. The battle was won, but the war's not over. So
Yeah,
good luck. And you're an avid user of Clip Studio Paint, right?
yeah, it's my main painting software.
Were you going to drop it if they didn't stop their plans?
I'm just gonna keep continuing using the old version.
Oh, okay. So not it's
However, if they forcefully updated, then yeah, I will move to Krita.
okay. And in the old version, you don't have to. They're not going to charge you, right? Or is
Nope,
it okay?
it's a one-time payment.
Okay. So any new person, they're planning to catch.
Yeah.
Interesting to know.
Yeah, as of right now, It is currently a one-time payment.
That is interesting to know. I, only one time payment, you get it, and then you get out of there. Um, yeah, they might try for they're not for if it's not they're not trying to catch you. They're trying to catch new people, and new people would have obviously paid for it, and they would have been happy. They would have been happy. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
depending on what happiness is, but they would have been happy with what they got and got out of there with no one to stop them. But guys did something.
Oh shit.
And I don't know if how good Critter is and how good the rest of them are. Hopefully they don't.
Crit is actually pretty good.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I
Hope.
basically call it Poor Man's Clip Studio Paint.
Wow.
Like if you're a young kid, I definitely recommend Krita.
What does it have that it makes it such a poor man's thing?
Um, I mean, it's as good as Clip Studios, just like they just don't have as much of the bells and whistles.
Okay. Okay, it's a lot of the editing tools. Okay, that makes sense. Um, and
Like the example, like I guess like the asset store, like it has almost everything that Clip Studio Pro does. That's the Clip, that's like the basic version. You like just want to draw shit.
okay, and so that's the saving grace. If anything has if push comes to shove and you need to get out of there, you go over to Krita, and then
Yeah,
the Krita becomes a new safe haven for many artists and stuff like that. Huh?
yeah. Also, the fact it's also completely open source. I know that scores a lot of people's I know that's a lot of that scores high on a lot of people's books
Oh yeah.
for all my for all my Linux users.
Uh, I never used Linux before. I only used Windows. Never even used a
Um,
Mac.
I had to use Mac
What for?
during my time at school.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we had the last time I've seen or got to. No, I didn't even get to use a Mac actually. It was locked in the computer room, and I couldn't go into that computer room. I had to use the regular PC, so that's why I became a avid PC user.
That which I'm fucking jealous of.
Eh,
Because fucking Macs, man, I
it,
hate them.
as a meme I saw, it said that Macs are like bikes with training wheels.
Yes, that's what it is. It's fucking training wheels.
Yeah, and I forgot what a PC was. Um,
PCs without training wheels.
yeah, but is if you're like, and the same thing for iPhone, so it's like it's more safer if you give it to someone younger to use a iPhone or a Mac. They literally can't break it. They can't do anything to like kind of mess up the system. So maybe for those who don't know how to use an operating system of some sort, you give them a iPhone or a Mac. And but for those who want to like tinker around with your PC, build one, then yeah, get someone who wants to uh take use your PC.
Yeah, well, when they're in their teen years, that's when you can start to have them build PCs and shit.
Yeah, I mean I couldn't build mines, but I understood what was inside of it. I didn't even build my last one. I had a guy build my last one, but happens is I told him what I kind of wanted in there, and he was like he advised me what he's gonna put in there. So I never actually built it. Never had to use a static mat or a that thing that's supposed to get rid of static by clipping onto the tower. Yeah, I never did any of those because I'm like it was hard enough just to figure out what I needed. So I think I'm gonna go. I think the next time I'm gonna try to go pre-built again, and then try to upgrade it, with whatever I need, just to make sure. I don't want to, because it was a headache enough just to figure out what I needed. Um, I'll just buy it with the money. Like you built PCs, right?
Yeah, that's my first one.
Okay, yeah. Um, yeah, I was looking up like RAM, like it was a whole study because my IT guy is dead. So what happens is, I was like, okay, great, he's dead. Like last time I called him, he was like, yeah, just put more RAM into your computer. Okay, next time I call him, like for I guess 2 or 4 months or something like after that, he was a fat guy anyways. Um, I find that he's
Remember, kids, do a little bit of diet and exercise.
oh boy, that man needed a diet exercise. He had a fupa. He lived in his office, so his office was his home. So um and yeah, pretty much that. And he's like, oh, so he's like, I know you want to hide porn on your computer, so you don't want to show your mother. So here you go. And I'm like, come on, man, don't shut up, man, shut up, don't talk about that. I want to like, don't. I don't. You see, I bet. No, I mean, he's seen a lot of the PCs, so all he doesn't probably talk about it. He just fixes and
Like
says,
his eyes have already been fucking burned.
yeah, he knows he knows what he's seen. He knows what he's doing. He's probably been through some stuff, but he's just like, I know what's on your PC. It's like I thought I hid those files. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I see that file said hidden. It wasn't hidden. Don't touch homework file. Oh no, my monster girl quest saves. And you F95 zone, uh, bookmarks. Um, yeah, but what happens is like yeah, he had passed away. God rest his soul. And what happens is that he built my old PC for me because he was telling me what happens is that you have a Ferrari and what you're building like what you're really getting is like okay, if you build it cheap, you get a cheap car. It's like yeah, the computer is basically a car. So you buy what you get. And so this time like I paid like 700 at first for it. I had no graphics card. I had 8 gigs RAM. What else I had on there? I had a optical drive and a disk drive, an optical drive and a WD um hard drive HDD. What else I have in there? And some cooling fans and oh, I had this like LED light for the exhaust. It showed this blue colored light, but it didn't. It was just there for style. But then when I had to upgrade my PC, and then now happens is I spent like about 200 more, 300 more because I had to fix the exhaust fan because it started to click, and I wanted to actually like stop that clicking noise. So I started a hot glue gun. I started to take it apart. I tried to unscrew it. Like instead of just buying a new one, I mean, I did buy a new one eventually, but what happens is I instead of buying a new one, I was like, okay, well, a hot glue gun and the screws kind of got stuck. And I'm like, oh, great, now I got problems. And the light, I think I broke it in the exhaust fan, but the fan still worked. And then I got a graphics card, and then I was able to play Journey to the Center of. Oh, no, sorry, no, wrong thing, totally wrong thing. Journey to the Savage Planet. I got that on Steam for free from my brother's friend. Um, I got on Steam and I was able to play on that computer, and that kind of started off my whole Steam life and just saying, okay, goodbye. Well, actually, it didn't really start it off, but it helped get there because I was able to say goodbye, PSN. I'm not paying for online anymore. I'm going free
Fuck's
until
sake.
until
Kuro, which heating fan, which exhaust was it? Was it the heat sink or the power supply?
it wasn't it was an exhaust. It wasn't the fan. It wasn't the heat sink. It wasn't in the power supply. I think that started to go later on in its around its 8th year. But it was a extra fan that exhaust. It was a plastic one.
Oh,
Um, it was just an exhaust fan.
all right.
That's what told me what it was called. Just an exhaust fan. It just showed some blue colors. I didn't have the RBGs, or I still don't have.
RGB.
All right, I didn't have the Ruth Bader Ginsburg's showing on my PC. It was just one color, and right now the one I have right now is showing one colors. It's all red, red on the shooting red through the back, shooting red through the side, and probably the buttons white. Um,
Speaking of oh yeah,
hmm?
while we're on the topic of the while we're on the still on the newsletter thing, I uploaded a new video.
Oh, is that the one about Amino?
No, fuck, I need to work on that script.
Take your time. Yeah, I don't think that app is going anywhere soon. With Media Labs propping it up with its best wooden sticks. Sorry, I was trying to go for like uh two by fours. Something about like what was it called again? I should just drop it. What's those? It's those woods that are soaked in water before they are not soaked in water, probably soaked in pine, but that gives it strength. Something pressed wood, whatever. They're using their best wood to soak it to prop it up. But go on.
Oh yeah, and I went to a music festival.
Oh yeah, would you go see?
Well, I safely just went there to get an elephant ear.
Oh okay. Yeah, we call them beaver tails up in Canada. For those who are wondering what elephant ears are, and that's it.
Yeah, I went outside today.
Some
Originally, I was going to get bubble tea as well, but I had lemonade as well, and I also had like a hot dog and a and some fries.
Yeah, I had bubble tea once, and then I swallowed one of the tapioca bubbles.
Yeah, yeah, that's where you fucked up.
Yeah, I was
It's
just
also
like,
where you fucked up with also getting tapioca pearls.
I don't know why, but okay, no, because I remember why it happened. Little panda, um, I know what happened because we went to a men's dinner. But what happens is there's like this is my first time having bubble tea, and there's those bubbles, and like, well, I heard about this thing, it's really popular. And I drank, and that one thing just whoop, that like went down my throat. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I didn't die, but what happens is I didn't expect it to just be just like the pearl to just go straight down my throat. I was expecting it to like I expected bubble tea not to do that, not be so criminal, and I'm afraid of swallowing pills already, so it caught me off guard.
Yeah, and
So
tapioca pearls are the fucking worst.
yeah, I had to learn that the hard way, but that's the only bubble tea I had in my life. I'll probably go out there and I know a store that sells some bubble tea, but
I'll take if you ever do eventually visit go to downtown to try. I'll take you to bubble tea.
oh, great, great, great. What flavors do they have in bubble tea anyway? So I can.
It's mostly like fruit stuff, milky tea, like all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Anything other than those tapioca things because I know people seem to like it so much. I just don't want to be surprised again. With an
Yeah,
invasion
like
down.
tapioca is just like the worst.
I mean, I can't remember what it tastes like. I just only remember the bad experience I had.
For me,
Wait,
like they you have to chew, and it's like
yeah, yeah. I don't want to chew when I drink. Because if I wanted to do that, I would eat. I would,
it was like a fucking gummy texture.
yeah.
Also, I
And
sent the picture of the fried dough
okay, I'm gonna
or
take a look.
elephant ear.
I'm gonna take a look at it. But yeah, it's like I don't want to chew while I drink. If I want to do that, I'd probably eat something and drink at the same time. That's my best take on it.
I I went to a different bubble tea place as well. My mom was in that said different bubble tea place is now the main place where I get bubble tea at. It's also an Asian mini mart as well, so I can get like some cool ass Japanese import candies.
Like the high chews.
Yeah,
I only thing I know. Only reason I know about high chews is because I've been watching for a while. Well, I haven't been watching for a while, but there is a Japanese uh commercial channel called I think it was like JPC commercials HD.
I only know about it through the Smosh 2 Ian is bored thing where they try out Japanese candies.
Oh wow, Smosh is that a current Smosh or is that past Smosh?
past Smosh.
Oh,
Back then was just Ian and Anthony.
okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. So I myself have just been watching like a bunch of Japanese commercials. I haven't been watching them in a while, but then like I remember the Haichu commercials that was going on, and you see a lot of things. You're like, oh wait, I seen. And then I went to one of our local what do you call it again? Chinese,
Asian Marts.
yeah, Asian Mart. I was gonna say something else. I went for a local Asian Mart, and what happens is I saw the high chews, and I'm like, oh, the commercials got me ready, so I bought one. It prepped me, you know. So now I know what. So whenever I go to one of those Asian Marts and look around, I'm like, that food I saw in commercials, I know what it is. I'm going to eat it because what happens is that they have prepped me for it. They've told me it's delicious, and I'm gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing.
It's basically just fucking Japanese gum.
Yeah. What's it? I can't remember if it was gum or Starburst. No, it was. Yeah, I think it was gum,
Yeah, it's
but it
more
was soft.
it's more like gum.
Yeah. And then anime got me into. Wait, what got me into Pocky? I don't think
Pocky.
it wasn't anime. It wasn't anime.
Honestly, I think Pocky is overrated.
Well, I haven't had a lot of Pocky or did like any other kind of Pocky, like the green. Well, actually, I had green tea, but I haven't had like any other
I
special.
like honestly, it's just fucking chocolate
On this.
on
Yeah,
like an edible stick.
yeah, it is. But I think what happens is there was a well, I believe there was an Asian girl from back in my past, uh, back in like elementary school, and she was eating Pocky, and I liked her. And so what happens is that I also want to try Pocky, and I can't get this grin off my face. So yeah, so that's what happened, and that's how I got into Pocky. But then I saw some other Pocky like green tea Pocky, and doesn't really taste anything different. It's just like chocolate, but looks tastes green. I mean, I guess there's only real flavor, but still good.
Like honestly, yeah, Pocky is just overrated.
Yeah, I guess. Well, for me, since I don't eat it a lot, I don't. It seems like one of those rarity
I
to
mean,
me.
like I haven't eaten much of it, but it's like for me, it's just overrated.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's eating it. Everyone's doing something with it. It's been like overused. Everyone's had Pocky. Everyone talks about it. Um, so anything, but I still need to make that pilgrimage to Japan. Um, everyone else I know, well, not everyone I know, but people I may have heard of, or people who told me about it have already went there. I gotta still make my pilgrimage there. I call it a pilgrimage.
I think like I honestly I would love to vacation in Japan.
Yeah, I mean it's not as I heard. Don't be that otaku kind of guy that goes there and acts like the
Yeah,
otaku.
just act like a normal dude.
Mm. I mean, it's gonna be streets full of anime. Not obviously my anime, but you know, but
Uh,
streets are gonna be full of anime. That's cool. I'm gonna buy a couple stuff. Go to mid cafes. Uh
uh, I'll probably check out some of their tech.
oh yeah, that. You can probably check out the Robot Cafe. If, I don't know where that is. Um,
I checked out. I watched Mrs. Eats video on it on like about like some of the Japanese housing. Like it is archaic as shit.
I've been watching this guy, this Japan channel guy on Japanese housing and stuff like that, and he's been showing off like square box houses and stuff like that. Um, if I wasn't watching anime, I wouldn't have thought they had a second floor in their housings. So I was surprised. Because when I was studying it for my comic, what happens is I've been studying like floor plans, and I'm like, they have two stories because most of the animes you
Oh
watch
yeah,
and
and
stuff
and
is like one story housing, like one story floor. So um I guess if you want the real authentic Japanese, you have to go off. You have to get off of Google because Google ain't going to show you everything unless you know what to type into there and actually
yeah.
know somebody or something like that.
Okay, here's the video.
Let me check. Oh,
Like
Japan is not high tech as you think. Ooh.
And then
Why do
she also
people
has like a has the same video where she eats American food for only like a week. And she was just on us about not having any vegetables.
I just clicking through this video. Widespread use of pollution kerosenes. Is that for the table? Oh yeah, I've used a kerosene heater. Well,
Like
somewhat like oh gosh, the bath, oh toilets.
the the ghetto.
Yo, the squatting toilet. What happens if your knees don't work like my knees?
Or eventually mine if I keep working my grocery store job.
Exactly. I mean, my knees getting
Yeah,
better,
because
so.
remember, kids, if you're working at like a local grocery store, depending on where, on like how big or small, you may be working in raw concrete,
Mm.
and that's where I'm at. I work at a small grocery store, and I work in, and I'm working in raw concrete for 8 hours, for 6 to 8 hours.
So wait, what? So they don't have you on like produce, where you're just kind of walking back and forth from the the back room with boxes and stuff like that. I mean, I never worked in a grocery store, but I've heard stories about people working in grocery stores.
Yeah, you're more or less just like walking in and out of the back room, um, walking in and out of places. So like from the cooler to the table where you prepare and wrap produce to from the back room to the actual store bit itself. So you could just rotate products.
Oh,
Oops, sorry.
oh, okay, dog voice.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Hey,
I was wondering what that extra noise is.
hey, hey, dog boy. I just showed Kuro about talking about Japanese bathrooms, and he's specifically talking about the squatting ones, saying like, what happens if you have bad knees?
I'm pretty
Mm,
sure they
mm.
have like. I'm pretty sure they have like some kind of like thing that allows you to sit properly for get for American guests.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They probably have like
I
a
mean,
chair.
yeah,
Like
but
probably have to use a chair. Sit backwards.
it's more because like it's more of like some people view it as like the natural way of pooping, like squatting down.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, what happens to squatting is way much better because it puts less stress on your colon. That's why they have these plastic. If you go to certain people's houses,
Yeah, yeah, I learned about it during my economics class. There's a thing called the squatty potty.
mhm. Oh no, I was actually talking about like there's this plastic stool that wraps around your toilet. It kind of doesn't wrap around your toilet, but it goes where the toilet mat would be, and basically from there you just put your feet down. You put your feet down and you squat, and it just helps relieve the strain on your
Colon.
colon.
But yeah, we're talking about Japanese toilets and bits of in my job at produce and what I mostly do. Like I mostly walk around back and forth to places like cooler, back room, then the store itself,
huh.
and then I just rotate products.
Sir, this apple looks like it dropped in the ground. Can I get a better apple?
Yeah, no.
Like
Like,
yeah.
do you get that kind of stuff? Am I triggering any memories of how we had?
Yes.
No, not really.
Like what?
Thankfully, I never got that. It was actually the older guy who works with me. He'll get on my case about taking out the apples, though.
Oh, yeah, like what's some?
But the owner of the store is just like, "Hey, can you please do the apples?" And it's like, "Okay." Eventually, I'm no longer doing apples. Thank Christ.
Oh, you got promoted. Now what are you doing? Oranges? Okay, that was a dad joke, but
But yeah,
what are you
yeah, I
doing now?
mostly do cut. I mostly make fruit cut. But yeah, like a normal day in produce is us just making fruit cups and us just like going around checking out like any expired or like turned to be bad products and then taking
It,
them out. Potentially us redoing them as well because like they're not really that bad. They still look okay.
mhm.
And we just get rid of the bad parts and rewrap them.
Because you work in a small
Yeah,
grocery store, right? Okay, so
yeah.
it's not like the big ones where you just where like you have to like get things from the back and go all over the place, and it's a stretch out place and got so many workers. Uh, I'm thinking of
Like it's
a
like yeah,
specialty
working
store.
like in a store my size is like maybe a two, maybe maybe a 3-man job,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's usually it.
Couple freezers for meat and whatever you're selling.
Mostly for us it's like fruits and vegetables. We have like a separate Almost everyone has like separate coolers. So the dairy guy has his own cooler. Um, we have our own cooler, and then the butcher has his own cooler.
Let's see if I can actually. Okay, I'm imagining the size is very small, and it's just like two entrances. Well, I mean, like no sliding doors. Like it's like a specialty store. That's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking maybe your store is like.
It does have an automatic door. We do have lottery. We do have a deli. Uh, we do offer like commodities as well, like coffee and whatever snacks we have.
Let's see if I can find a store small enough. I'm right now trying to look on Google to find if I can find a store that probably matches my vision of what you probably work at, and that's probably big. Um, I'm looking at grocery outlet, but these are big box stores. I don't think I'll be able to find something similar. Actually, no, maybe this one would be. Um, okay, so I'm gonna send you on Discord, and I'm pretty sure this might be what your store might look like. Not exactly what your store looks like, but the size of it. What would it be like?
Not really.
No, okay.
Maybe I'll show.
I don't have to show
Um,
pictures, but I'm just trying to I'm just trying to kind of narrow the size of it. We're not going to give your boss a promotion unless he wants to sponsor
I
us
mean, like
on
I got a
on.
slight pay raise. I stopped making like 180 bucks every like 3 days I worked there.
That's good. What's minimum wage in America or in your state, home prefecture?
Yeah, yeah. Let me just look that up right now because I don't know this from like off the top of my head. That's where honestly I hate those people who ask a question like ask random ass questions saying like what's the state of Utah? It's like
I can ask that. I can ask that question. But you guys would have to ask me what is the province of Canada. And I can.
what the fuck? Like I hate those questions.
Well, maybe someone's gonna be quizzing you. You never know.
Or like someone who like you'll see those like questions.
Well, not really. I mean, only
I
when
mean
I'm
like you'll
watching.
see like you see those videos on TikTok. I mean
Oh, I
that's what I
don't.
meant to say.
Oh, ew, I don't go to that place. Sorry. Probably should, but I don't. So I wouldn't know. What is TikTok like? Isn't that the place that this
It's the thing that YouTube's trying to imitate.
no, I was gonna actually make a joke where it's a certain countries stealing your information with.
But yeah,
But
it
yeah,
is that one.
yeah, okay.
Minimum wage is currently as of January 1st, 2022, 9 87.
Okay, actually, I'm thinking mine's is 15. I don't remember 14. Let me.
Yeah. That's my minimum wage at least. That's
Oh, we moved up to 15. Okay, yeah. I thought so. Yeah, yeah. Minimum wage in my home prefecture is $15. I didn't
oh,
know that.
good luck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's the lowest?
But
Uh,
yeah, yeah. But when I first worked there, the dude offered me like 10-15 an hour.
that's good. Nova Scotia has 13. Oh no, okay, yeah, 13
Yeah, so next year
for
I'm
New
actually
Brunswick,
thinking about
Manitoba.
trying to do artist alley. Just need to make like a bunch of artwork.
Manitoba is $11 and 95 cents. Okay, just had to make sure. At least I don't have to go through all 50 states to figure out which one has the lowest. We have less than 50. I don't know why you guys have to have so much, but hey, you know what? I didn't create the
So
country.
what?
I was saying I don't know why you guys have to have all 50 states just to that's a little bit too much. But I didn't create your country, so I can't complain about it. But yeah, you so sketch. You're going to go Artist Alley.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah, I
bad.
just need to like make like a bunch of like fan art and original art.
That's good. And you're going to do MomoCon, right? Or not
Uh,
MomoCon. What's
Yomacon if I
YomaCon?
can, but one I need to do my driver stuff,
Oh yeah. Okay, go get your license.
and then later on I need to do my then hopefully if I can I will get like a truck or something so that way I can put all my artist alley stuff
Oh, you just need
because
like a
I'm probably
van.
gonna be driving there because I'm not 25. I can't rent a fucking car yet.
Makes sense. Yeah, you probably just need a van.
Probably.
And a nice good soccer van, stow and go, and you can carry stuff. You don't really need a truck. You're not carrying too much in there. You don't even need I don't think you even need a table. All you really need to do is just carry a bunch of your whatever
I mean,
your
I do need a fucking. I mean, they do offer you like a booth with like your own table.
yeah. Like if you're carrying maybe something one of those overhead kind of fence. I'm not sure if they have provided, but something to go overhead so you can hang your banner on top of it and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but you don't have to carry much. I mean, I've seen people work out of suitcases and just and sell figurines. When I went to an artist alley.
but yeah, that's for me. That's like if and I'm also gonna be trying working in conjunction with my two jobs and my in if I can during my time in community college.
Okay. And what are you doing, dog boy, with your life?
uh, let me think. Well, I am continuing my process and doing a remake of the first few chapters of GLM.
What you're doing the chapter over again?
Uh, I guess if you want to call it like that, but the original will be on another platform like Pixiv
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
or or somewhere else, but it'll definitely be it's more like an update. I guess I could say like a graphics update. The
yeah,
story's
it's
gonna be pretty the same. Well,
Actually,
with the minor few additions here and there, like a couple more lines, a couple more pages, or alternate pages and situations.
mhm.
Um, so so that way it can help the story feel more concise or fluid better.
um. Oh yeah, while we're on the topic of comics, I'm gonna finally start Enoshima Tales.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you start it before? Question mark?
I mean, like I'm gonna start working on Log too.
Oh, okay.
I just like had to get like the main character designs out of the way first.
Yeah. Oh, and I got featured once again in Lost Pause video.
That's great. Wait, what did you get a feature for this time?
Another artwork.
Um, what's what's
Uh,
the what's the new thing where people are doing now?
Well,
Because last one,
well, so I'm what?
because last time it was
Cats in a
Lady no, it was Resident Evil 8, right?
No, that was the
uh,
MSR one.
yeah. The
Oh,
last
okay.
one was a fan art, which I wasn't proud of, and so I did another one.
Oh, you
So
got it on a video. I mean, I guess because
yeah,
of artist kind of thing, yes. You wouldn't
Remove
be
my
proud of your work, but
constant state of existence.
you got on a video. That's like getting a
Oh yeah.
trophy from a famous YouTuber. That will be something.
yeah. And he even commented on my Twitter as well.
Oh, see,
He's,
Yeah. So
you,
he's,
soon you're gonna start working with who was this again?
hold on, I'm about to send it.
oh yeah,
Send
this
the
is. I also drew the
image.
character back like so like there's like a patch on the back of my on my character's green jacket, and this so I properly took the time to draw the patch now.
Yeah, I can show this.
I suggest
Okay,
don't
then
show
you
it
get
on stream.
Yeah, I can say.
where are you? Okay, then I'll throw in a link as well. In case you don't believe me.
Oh yeah, I reviewed basically Discount Lollipop Chainsaw today, or in this case yesterday.
I'm looking for it. Oh, I think I have this paused. I'm looking for before the EVs. Oh yeah, it is before the EVs. There you go. Look at that. You
Yes.
got there again. It makes two in a row.
I'm
Actually,
doing
be
no.
be fourth,
Four? Okay, well, four in a row.
4 or 5. Yeah.
I'm slowly doing numbers with my recent review.
Hell yeah.
So like
Let's copy this.
oh yeah, I also got another comment on my redesigning Polar video.
Let's
It's kind of funny as hell to me.
copy this timestamp and share with the world. Look at it. Now you're getting a repost on a repost.
Yo,
Yeah.
dog, I heard you like reposts. So I put a repost on your repost on your repost until you could do it.
So now anyone else who sees this video be like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy. He's part of that midnight social. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, midnight something." And then it's like they'll know you for your artwork. And there you go. Awesome. But you're
No, it
saying
turns out bonded. Never mind.
yeah, and I didn't get to doing any stream this week. I've been really kind of been lazing around, admittedly.
yeah. Sometimes you get those spurts of anime of inspiration, and sometimes you
It's
don't get
like
those spurts of
yeah, for
information.
me like that's kind of a no go for me.
Yeah, yeah, I
Because
didn't
like
do it.
I have like a week now to post.
There you go.
I did watch the Rings of Power last night.
How was it?
What's that?
The Lord of Rings
Oh,
show.
let me just nicely Google it off screen so I don't look like an idiot. Of course, I
How
knew what that
was it?
was.
Okay, so it's not as bad. Personally, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Um, it's 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 kind of like it was. It's they posted the first 2 episodes, right? So you got 2 hours worth of stuff to watch. It's. I mean, like I said, it's not. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. There were a couple of lines here and there that felt a little bit out of place, but the but some of the characters, they were pretty good. Decent so far. No, not Galadriel, of course. She has potential.
It's
Um,
just like if the writers are not too busy touching each other's dicks.
yeah, essentially, yeah. But um,
It's
um,
literally like Ben Affleck's Batman. The writers are too busy touching each other's dicks.
Savage, man,
yeah.
savage.
But so far, I forgot that character's name.
Let the podcast know who they
Elrond.
are.
Yeah, he's one of the other elves. He's actually was probably the best one. He and the dwarf prince. Those two, they were best friends long ago. But then, and it's kind of like points out one of the major flaws of being an elf. Like you live such a long time that 20 years, it's like a blink of an eye. Which was the last time the elf and the dwarf saw each other, and the dwarf was kind of mad or upset about it, and that's something like it touches on some stuff that's actually pretty interesting. Like then you have the Harefoot girl who finds the man in the crater. So those two storylines. You have the friendship between Elrond and the Dwarf Prince to build one the towers to make the rings. You know. Then you have the the off-brand Hobbit befriending a powerful Starman. And those are like the two best parts of the show. I didn't really honestly care that much for Galadriel because she kind of
I
came
mean,
off as just like a pompous bitch. Really, if I'm being nice, but she has potential.
once again, if the writers are not too busy touching each other's dicks,
Right, right. And then what was the other?
I swear,
Oh, and the black and the other elf, the black elf. He he's dealing with the orcs. That I can't say if it's good or bad. Because he kind of has like a forbidden relationship with a human, and that's causing problems on both of their fences. But the problem is that the main problem is that the orcs are invading or doing something shady with the human villages,
As orcs
and
do.
and so which I do like that they actually went back. It looked like it, but they went back to being practical effects with the orcs. You know, it's the what they showed was very creepy, very uh scary. Not scary, but it was basically you believe that these
posted
creatures
on
are
posted
evil.
on the
Oh,
SpongeBob Twitter.
Yeah, are evil creatures. Um, so it was kind of cool though.
yeah. I'm never gonna watch this anyways. But
Yeah,
I'm looking at pictures right now of the orcs.
let me see if you're looking. The
I'm
orc that I
watching.
saw. So
Mm.
yeah, I hadn't seen Angry Eminem yet
Oh,
or Meth Head Eminem yet.
wow.
Uh,
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
that's what
Stop.
I was like wondering. Wait, was that?
The
I was
fuck,
wondering that was
Meth
Photoshop
Head
or
scroll back
Eminem.
up. Scroll back up.
yeah.
Meth Head Eminem.
I
What
was
the
like,
fuck?
Yeah, him right there.
I was wondering if it was
I hadn't
like
seen. Does he not look like Meth Head Eminem?
it. What I thought I was like, wait, why is Eminem in this? I was like, nah, that must be some Photoshop meme from something else. Like I was like, yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was a meme too. I thought it was Photoshop and everything. But like, no, that's an actual actor playing an actual character.
is Eminem
And
playing Sauron in the Lord of the Rings Rings of Power?
yeah, it's
Wow.
so weird. It's I haven't seen him popped up yet. Um, but yeah. So I'll go ahead and say like one of the other downsides to the show. Well, another one last good thing about the show is that it does look like it does look pretty. It is very pretty to look at. Um, but it feels like just a. I know it's going to probably be bland to say, but it felt like kind of like
Flawed.
another fantasy type of show. Like it's mid, basically. It feels like it's mid. Like there's some parts it's good, there's some parts I could work on. It could probably it's just that you sit there for 2 hours and you feel like you're still not getting enough information. But I mean, it's gonna be a long run series, so I kind of look
I'm
forward
I'm
to the
still
two.
waiting fucking for Invincible. Once the damn court cases are fucking
Yeah,
settled, it's like can you not just pay your guy? You not just pay the dude his profits.
man,
Like how fucking hard is that? I know money is delicious, but still,
yummy, delicious. Um,
it's still. You both worked on that fucking Invincible comic.
oh
Uh,
yeah,
oh
well,
yeah. Did you heard about the massive dub that happened with Clip Studio Paint?
the massive what?
It's a dub. It's basically they're not doing the subscription service.
Oh, you,
Remember,
I thought
dub is just another word for W.
for when, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was kind of confused there. I was like, I knew what the dub meant, but you said it in a context where it's like okay, are they? I thought you meant like an L for them because I heard about their whole subscription service. I think we talked about this. Did they change the policy now?
It seems like it. It seems like yeah, they're not gonna do the subscription.
Thank
They
God.
in fact earlier we actually talked about it.
All right, thank God.
Um, and basically how if they are going to pull this kind of stuff again, like Crow said, like they're gonna pull it again. I'm immediately jumping either a um I'm gonna keep using the old version, or B I'm gonna jump ship to Krita.
Yeah, they. Okay,
Yeah.
let me see the news thing. We have received a lot of feedback and are taking note of your comments. We will share any further announcements with you here. We would like to clarify some points. All right, I'm gonna pull it up, and I'll send this over to Kuro so he can look at it too.
Yep.
Um, so I put in general. Let me know you have it up.
Got it.
Alrighty. Thank you for using Clip Studio Paint 10 years after the initial release. Say changes to Windows one-time purchase perpetual version 2023. We will be welcoming the release version of 2.0 in the first half of 2023. Over the past 10 years, across over 80 free updates, we have continued to bring new features to Clip Studio Paint. However, from 2023 onwards, the current version 1, the one-time purchase perpetual version of Windows, Mac, version 1X, hereafter, offer a download and physical version will no longer receive feature updates free of charge. Okay. Clip Studio Paint version 2.0 will offer a slate of new features to make use of in your digital art. At this time, there are no major changes planned to the existing features of the UI. If you are a current user of version 1.x and would like the version 2.0 without purchasing any additional professional license, you can purchase an update pass annual, which will be on offer from next year. Customers with an update pass or a monthly plan purchased through app stores or the Clip Studio Paint site will be able to use the most up-to-date version of the app for as long as their plan or pass is valid. Version 2.0 will be also available as a one-time purchase perpetual license. Okay, so they're giving you that option then. That's what it sounds like. You can either do it annually or one time. So I guess the subscription will be cheaper, uh, while the one-time license will be right off the gate. Hmm. Is that what it sounds like, or I'm just you know?
It's similar what like Adobe kind of does. Because you guys don't know, if you guys know, Adobe Premiere Elements has that. Like if you pay like if I remember correctly, like, you pay like a fuck ton of money in
Oh wait, hold on. This is from the previous post. Okay, so I got all confused. Sorry, Kuro.
Oh,
I'm giving you false information. So I'm looking at the
fake
tweet right now. Sorry, my bad, dude.
it's
Uh,
mine.
fake news. Fake news.
Fake news, fake news, fake news. But anyways, yeah, basically like so version 1.x users can continue using the app and service at no extra cost. Bug fixes will be free of charge for version 1.x users until the release of version 3.0. Existing features will not be limited. You will not need the update pass to use the app. Okay. I'm looking at the comments for this one. There's one thing I don't think you addressed. Do the iOS subscription users have to pay for another subscription to use the PC subscription service, or are both included in one sum? This would like to know. The annual subscription from my iPod and clip on my PC as a cloud. Hmm.
Yeah, let's see. This person, Calvarick said, Calvarick says, step by step. So now we're going to hold on. What was the original one? I'm going to paraphrase this all again because I don't think people are getting it. I'm going to break this down in as simple as possible, step by step, so you can't say I didn't try. Step by step. So for now, we're going to forget about the subscription stuff. We'll bring it back in later once you understand the core premise. Okay. Okay. CPS announcement is now they're charging for feature updates. Got it? Maybe it's been a long time, but it's how software updates and payments used to work before the rise of SaaS. I'm not sure what that is.
Hmm.
If you want the newest version with the newest feature, you buy the new version. If you don't want to buy it and you keep using the
Oh,
older
you're reading
version,
from August 22nd.
oh shoot,
Uh,
that's
Yeah, I had to check myself too because
oh
they're using the same thing kinda. Um,
well, that's still recent, right?
it's still recent, but it's not the newest update or the
Okay, so that's just
post of it.
uh,
They basically just clipped onto the. They basically just added onto the tweet. But essentially, I guess they will preserve the 1.x for now.
mhm.
No extra cost. Bug fixes will be free of charge for version 1.x users until the release of version 3.0. So,
Like,
so I guess they're going to think about it. I guess,
yeah, I said
and I understand it, and I still think it sucks, guys.
yeah, I said that it was like you didn't really do much. You kind of just scared them into trying to find other tactics to gouge the users. Stop them from thinking of going that way. So they just say we'll go around. If you can't go through, we'll just go around. Well, actually, they were trying to go around. Now they're just trying to go through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't go over. Can't go under. We try to go around, but now we're just gonna go through you. Enough of that. Just, just go into your walls right now. Storm, just push them over and take their wallets.
Yeah, it's honestly, I don't even know what the fuck they were smoking.
Yeah, they should have known better about when they posted that. So like, no shit that people will be upset about that because they pride themselves as the service that will be not like Adobe. You'll be able to you know
And Krita was like legit on Giga Chad mode.
Gotta sweep up the survivors. Whenever there's people who just like I don't want to use it anymore. Just hey,
Meanwhile,
come over for
Krita
us.
was is mostly on Giga Chad mode.
Yeah, well, they just came out on the same day, just saying like um yeah, no subscriptions.
Hey guys, the doors are open. Come join us. Oh, come on. Please don't forget about her. Come over here. I got you. Got you on the
Yeah,
rebound.
Giga Chad. Yeah, like
Cat,
Krita here is a fucking Giga Chad.
catch you on the rebound. It's like, hey, your girlfriend dumped you. How about you come over here? It's like, you know
Yeah,
what?
hey dude, let's have a little bit of revenge sex.
Critta's waiting in the bed, just lying down. It's like, I'm here.
I have this
Mm.
I'm actually, but yeah, that's or
I've been added to the list.
so yeah, so yeah, so I'll give myself like back to like the whole artist alley thing. I'll give myself like a year to like see if I can actually do this consistently.
Yeah. You gotta start
And if I
somewhere.
do, and it's like, and if I constantly keep doing, like, if I do like partner up with like some people here and there, it's like for me, it's like honestly, it's just like I have to quit. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I do have a question that I've been wanting to really ask. Um,
Shoot.
so, but let's just throw into this context. So, say you went to Artist Alley, and some dude pulls out his computer, and he has a printer, and he's standing right next to your booth, and he
Hey yo,
doesn't.
hey yo, get your own asshole.
Oh, hold on. And he has no pencils, no drawing tablet, and then he happens just to go on Dolly or another AI generated art. Punches
I
in a
mean,
few
like,
things and prints
oh, you're
out
talking about
something.
the whole AI art thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
I was
then
about to bring that up.
steals your
Um,
cash. So
honestly, it's like reality. It's just I watched the Mental Outlaws video on it. Believe it or not, well, I was on my way to the from that from that jazz music festival I talked about
mm,
earlier, and it's just like, I mean, you still need to like do the draw bits of the drawing yourself.
Yeah, because like from what I've shown, it didn't show the entire body of the character, and I was thinking like it probably like I understand the valid concerns, because there were contests that where AI absolutely just wrecked everybody. Um, but but I think that we can still use AI to
It's
help
honestly just like
help avoid definitely help avoid the whole stealing art from each other bit. I mean, it's not going to completely get rid of it, but it's like I guess like you like let me get my English together. But basically, like you for some of these AIs, you throw shit on, they throw shit together, they make something out of it, and you can take that and do something with it yourself. That's what I'm trying to get with.
but yeah, it's like it's honestly just like steroids, you know? You still need to put in the work. It's just there to help you.
mhm. um,
Mm-hmm.
but what happens? if someone takes it to sell, and it's like, and what happens is like they just try to like it's good, but what happens is like you're out there in the artist gallery and someone just says, you know what, I can produce this way better and at a
It's like,
lower
hey, make
cost.
your own, asshole. I like make your own original shit. Get the fuck out of my shit.
Yeah, that's the same concern that people had when digital art was becoming a thing too. Is
Yeah,
that how can you really tell if the artwork was genuinely made by a human being and it was just honestly made? Um,
for me, it's just like don't copy my shit,
right.
and we won't have a problem.
I think I was talking with somebody last night about just citing sources. I think
Yeah,
would be
it's
the
just
best option. It's that before you throw in a work to a contest, I guess you have to make sure like was this made by you specifically, whether it be traditional or
it's
digitally, and if it's
it's
digital, was there any assistance from an AI, and if the AI was
yeah,
influenced or
it's like
used, and how much?
bodybuilding and how they do like. Funny enough, I while we're on the top, like I said, it's like a whole like steroid test.
Hmm.
I just made some art.
Here,
You guys want to see?
it's like
It's in the
it's like
general.
steroid. It's like testing for steroids, and
This is
funny enough, baseball.
this is my art. You can't tell because this is my art. I use paints, oil paints. Doesn't look great.
Here, base. I forgot, but like one of the dude's home country of I think of Colombia, if I remember correctly. Uh, if you want to do baseball, you're like they put they'll put steroids in your shit, and you won't even know about it. That's how bad the steroid thing is.
I get you, but like this whole AI thing. Like I just generated an image and I posted it into the Discord, but I don't think any like outside of our uh podcast, I don't think any probably people won't even tell the difference. Like if I said what was the thing I used?
Yeah,
Doing painting. I was playing with it yesterday, and I was after listening to Clownfish talk about it. I was playing with it yesterday because I wanted to see if I can how good it is at recreating one of my own artworks. Because they said companies will
Okay,
eventually.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
Uh, in the Dominican Republic, they'll give kids like who do baseball steroids with or without their knowledge.
slip into the cereal.
Or like in their protein shakes.
Okay, but yeah, what I was saying was I was playing around with the Dolly Mini and stuff like that, just trying to after I was listening to Clownfish talk about the AI and the contest the guy won, they beating out everyone else, and I said to myself, let me see if I can recreate one of my works because they were saying that companies out there would if they can just get rid of artists, like just make a like a generator because there's a AI generated comic out there apparently that they were talking about.
yeah, and
And
soon we'll have like probably AI generated anime. Um, so
let me just look it up. Oh, they had to fine tune it, but what happens? I'm just gonna look up AI generated anime and
Eh,
see if AI can generate a good anime. I
I
tried.
mean, it'll be better than what Crunchyroll has fucking made.
I mean, I think I
Crunchyroll.
watched where Trash Taste did a thing where they tried AI generated isekai names or light novel titles, I should say,
Huh.
and there were some that you cannot tell the difference between AI generated or actually real life.
They're fucking absurd as shit.
Yes.
Let's see.
So
African.
Yeah, if I eventually
Anime.
get around to doing my isekai comic, I think I already told you guys the name. I think I already told you guys. I did tell my friends the name. It's called Robot Teeth.
Like Rooster Teeth?
Not really like Rooster Teeth, but it's like I don't know. But yeah, Robot Teeth. It's basically like if the familiar of Zero in Detroit Metal City were had a baby.
Okay. Well, right now I am putting I'm putting this robot for his test to see what I can get. So I put African anime monster girl manga. So um with that mixed combination of whatever the hell that could mean, we're going to find out what this freak can make, and I mean the AI, um, and stuff like that. But yes, there. But you never like. I I guess it depends if you like
Yeah,
if you have a
like remember,
style.
kids, AI art is like steroids. You
Yeah,
still need to do the work.
yeah. But when they redefined it, when they like make it better. I mean when they cut out the hands. Oh well, that was almost as good. Well,
Just
somewhat.
also just be make sure like the right kind of steroids are used. You don't want to have synthol.
Yeah, I think I put too much simple in there. Um, it came
Oh
out.
wow, that looks very jarring.
Yeah, I know. It's like Nightmare Fuel, and I didn't even put the word
Never
nightmare.
skip brain day.
Yeah, they look more like that uh one on the second row to the left. Far left looks like abstract art. That's what most of them actually look like, really.
Yeah. Um, I don't know why it came out with green hair, but I was trying to see if I can recreate my own artwork. Well, I don't think it will recreate my own artwork, but I wanted to see if I can recreate my own style within the thing and see if am I going to be replaced? Can I
You will
continue
need the
going?
other program that got shut down.
Oh, what was that one?
What was it called? Fuck.
There's a
But
crayon. This is
Gilly
Dolly.
something, I think.
This is Dolly, and this is crayon. All right.
Yeah. Well, they shut down this one because it was it basically would take different images of characters and then put them together, essentially make its own based off the style and strokes and so forth. So it would make it look like an you know oh my god, come on, man.
Well, let's see what creature we can pop out of here. The only reason I even used that because in the Discord they were talking about Chris Chan breaking out of jail.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So I was like, wait, he broke out of. Well, I don't think he. I think that was just
And
a meme.
oh yeah, you guys talk about the Christian situation?
Well, I mean, yeah, somewhat like that. Um,
How Christian apparently broke out of jail?
yeah, and I was like, I had to look it up, and apparently it was.
Did he really broke out of jail?
I think it's a joke. Apparently
I hope it is. I hope he didn't break out. I hope he did not break out.
uh,
Or she.
uh,
I don't give a shit.
apparently it was like climbing out
Shem.
the bathroom of the jailhouse or something like that because the person was saying what happened was it was based off a movie with somebody else where they broke out for the bathroom. So I don't.
Dr. Doom, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I got Doctor. Oh, Doom. Yes, Doom. Yeah, no, I was looking for. I was actually doing Doom. Doom guy.
Try with Demon Slayer.
Which one? Just the whole, just Demon Slayer or what? Like which
Sonic and Demon Slayer.
Sonic and Demon.
Speaking of manga, I bought one manga Friday, and I the reason why because it kind of caught my interest. Next time when I get some proper funds in my pocket, I'm going to buy Blank Canvas the third volume.
What's blank canvas?
It's basically like the so-called artist journey of a mangaka. This was the same mangaka who did Princess Jellyfish.
I heard about that. Okay.
Yep, let me
I'm actually
yep.
want to try and read. I read this manga when it was a one shot, and now it's an actual series. So it's a gig or something.
And when will it? When will you turn into an anime?
Uh,
Because I know,
Someday.
I know. Every time you read a manga, it just happens to come out as an anime at the end. It's like, oh, let's read,
Gokura
let's read
Um,
the
Kugai.
Yakuza.
the manga is called Children of the Whales.
Oh, I saw that anime. I didn't finish it.
And I
Oh,
also
triple
bought
video.
Ragna Crimson Volume 2.
Oh, what you said?
What?
No. What did you say? Oh,
I
here you
also
go.
bought. He said something about being an anime. Children of the Whales.
No, that's horrible.
So I mean,
What?
this one looks looks close to what you want. Sonic and um
Yeah, Sonic and Tanjiro.
yeah. I mean, this one looks good. This one here. This one looks good. This is a style right here. It's like I don't know if it's actually part of the anime, but it looks
Okay,
like
put
it.
in one of our OCs.
We're not that famous, but I'll give it a try.
I,
Um,
I'm just curious. I'm just curious about it.
okay. Yeah, maybe we might find it. Wait. Um, I'll put it, Mercy. It might just find Mercy Fox like a
Yeah.
um. Do you have a name of your character that is kind of like um that kind of has a one name and it's not related to anything? We'll try Mercy Fox, but actually we'll try the
Okay.
title, and then we'll try then we'll try to see it. Yeah.
Actually, let me Google myself real fast.
Don't put your song. Don't put the hedgehog next to it. And then
Gosh,
we'll see
lost
what.
mercy.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what
what
will
this
pop out.
generates. Because I never tried my own manga or anything like that. I was just like,
Yeah, I probably won't find anything.
yeah, probably. It's gonna scour the
It's
web. I mean, if it can, then it can't. Because I know if I Google black suit men, I have to add manga to it, or I'm just gonna get men in black suits, and I'm still mad at my Instagram uh gallery tag was 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 taken over by people in suits. It says black suit men, and then people started posting men in black suits, and I'm like, no, stop, people, and then they just took it over, and I was like,
I mean, that's. I mean, let's be
stop.
honest here. Whenever you think of like a man in a black suit, that's what you mostly think of.
Mm, that's
Like dudes
true.
in black suits. Not your comic, bro.
I know, but what I was actually thinking more of men in black suits would be um
You should have put like black suit men comic.
well, manga works when I'm looking on Google, but what happens is like it can also give me Men in Black because that's why I was like when I was one day I was working on, I was like, oh, it's like the Men in Black, and I was like maybe I can capitalize
yeah, and there's
on
a comic version of Man in Black, so he would have been shooting himself in the foot regardless.
yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best name, but it was straight to the point. It could have been better, but here you go. You got a bunch of Overwatch shirts.
I mean, hey, you could do what I'm kind of doing, so you can go
I'm
in and
on
rebrand
Crayon right
yourself.
That's true. Um,
You can change it up to the Black Aces.
that well, the reason was for the reason. Well, I'm not gonna be working on that anyways. But the reason for the black suit men was because it was about the organization. Because okay, working on the title was pretty hard because I was like, because it was 2008 or something like that and stuff. And you're like, Naruto's comic is based off the name of the main character Naruto. I didn't want just to be named off the main character. So at that time, I didn't have the knowledge of better titling. So I just kept on going with what I was doing. But yes, it would have probably been better if if I had you at the time telling me, hey, you know what, blacksmith probably not work. Try to go with black aces, but you gotta deal with the cards that you're given. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so maybe rebranding. I mean, there's always time for that. When I actually get back to it, I have to actually finish off the chapter I'm working on. In the middle of
Yeah.
a chapter. Oh yeah, right. That's right.
A good thing I chose Enoshima.
Yeah, we'll try that too. I'll the problem is, Almanac does not look this desert.
Yeah, it's like just don't have it be absurdly long like those fucking light novel titles. I swear to Christ.
I like those African movies where they like their titles are like light novels. Like me and the prince got married, and I he found out I was poor, and that's the name of the title on YouTube. Just that's the name. It's like a light novel. African,
Okay. Wait.
and
Or
Uh.
like the time I got reincarnated as a fucking vending machine.
I actually want to read more.
I can't
Read
believe
more
that's
of that.
actually becoming an anime.
It's
Like
actually
what
becoming
the
an anime.
fuck?
Oh, okay, good because I read that, and then I was like, oh yeah, this duo has anime. I mean,
It's like I'm like
it has anime potential. But also, you know what? There's a guy on Amino
like
Plus.
you guys can you
He's on
not
Amino
can you
Plus.
guys come up with a better or at least a clever name?
Hey, it's Isekai, right? Yes. All right, that's all we need. Um, no better
Yeah.
names.
Can we come up with a more creative name for this? However, I mean,
Endless
like the
trash.
familiar of Zero, like that's a creative name.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't sound Isekai enough. Here's the thing about it. I was watching a video. Okay, this guy on Amino Live. Here's your Endoshima, anyways. Not the one that you want, but it's actually I thought it was gonna give me like landmarks, anyways. Um,
It gave me that. It gave me landmarks.
oh, it gave me anime girl. I didn't even unless I put anime in there.
Junko Enoshima, yeah.
No, it didn't give me Junko.
Yeah, there's no Junko here.
Junko.
It's some.
I legit put up Junko Enoshima, and here's what I fucking got.
Junko.
I swear, fucking light screen. I swear, I hate this short. I hate the fact that I assigned the short key to Control Q. Now I have to search it up like a complete dipshit.
Well, Um, so I was watching this isekai anime, whatever. They're all the same. They're all trashy. So this guy who shows a bunch of animes on Live and stuff like that. And when I watched one of these things, I was like, "This is so awful!" Like, it's isekai trash is a name to describe all these isekais now. Overpowered MC. I mean, just pull up that bingo list and that
I'm
checklist.
kind of happy that Konosuba just said fuck that noise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, I don't can't believe it can't get Junko right, and it has all the and I put only Junko in there.
Here's what I got.
It's not right.
This is some cursed shit.
Yeah. Um. I don't know why I can't get it right. It there's so many images of her already. Just take what are you generating? What are you generating? You have images
It's
of her.
generating nightmare fuel. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it already has her. Just just rip an image off of Google and use it. Like, why do you have to generate? Why do you have to make one? Like, what you already have the image. Just like you. That's what I don't get. It's already there, but it just says no. I need to make it. It refuses just take an image and then say something. Anyways, but like I was saying, I was watching some awful isekai stuff, and I was like, this is terrible because like MC is overpowered. Um, Solving some kind of problem, has a harem, uh, defeated some dragon lord or something like that. Because I was watching some disciples, grandson's disciple, and some thing he does with his magic in the long ass title. It doesn't really matter. I can't remember. All he knows is that he defeated some dragon girl, And some dragon girl's like, "You don't want your girlfriend anymore. She's tainted." And he's like, "That's cool. I got this OP power now. I'm gonna call this other girl that's out from my magic, and she's gonna talk to me, and I'm gonna do some cool thing." And after that, after he defeated her, he went and he was like, "Oh yeah, so I'm a lame beta male. Oh no, these girls are around me. Oh no." After he's like first like yesterday, like well last episode, he's like chatting it up. Then now he's like, "I'm a beta male, and all these girls want to get on my dick," and he just yeah, I was like, "What is this? Like, why am I being whiplashed like this?" And I was just like, I couldn't watch anymore. So, and then there was another isekai,
Okay, I'm on
Overlord, I think.
I'm on fucking.
I think
Sorry, I'm on Project. I'm on Twitter right now, and Project Mail just made like a culture tag tier list, and I put and I like the fact that she put NTR in F tier.
I know some people who really like NTR, and they would have put in A tier.
And no, if you make NTR, you're just dog meat.
See that one guy right now I know who's crying right now. He is mad.
Well, I'm sorry. It is fucking dog meat.
Now, I don't know.
You're dog.
I don't know if he
Okay,
if he's
okay.
on the receiving or the giving
Okay.
end.
Here's the thing about this because I know I'm gonna. Because eventually, I am gonna make my own tier list, and some dude's probably gonna say like, Why did you put cheating above above NTR? Because here's the thing: with cheating, you're doing opioids. Okay, you're doing your oxys, you're doing your Percocets.
Well,
Okay,
aren't they the same thing?
no,
One's stealing someone else's property. So I wanted, but that's cool. One's stealing the other one's property. The other one is
but it's like
as committing
NTR.
the
You're doing
act,
straight up heroin.
but one's stealing and the other one's committing the act right in front of the other person while they watch. And
It's like no. It's like I said. It's like you're doing straight up heroin. One's opioids. One's heroin.
all right, explain.
That's the actual difference. And of course, I'm.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're wondering, I'm putting vanilla in S tier because everyone loves the vanilla plug. Okay.
Oh fuck! Mm. Sorry, I dozed out for a little bit. Okay, what? What are we talking about?
That's fine.
We
It's hen
basically
time again.
if you make NTR, you're dog meat.
Yeah,
I love that character.
we've gone to hen time again. I didn't think we'd be doing hen time on a public podcast, but uh, here we are again. I'm not trying to get into
Okay.
this. I don't. I think there's. I
All
think
right, let's
my
move
walls are
on.
listen. I think there's my walls are listening, and so okay. So I'm not.
If the walls could talk, they would probably say some really nasty things to us.
Uh huh. So I will keep it light and family friendly for a family friendly audience that we have out there. That may be little, but we will soon get enough people to be part of our family friendly audience. And so
Yes,
when
someday soon.
someday
Uh,
we're on episode 14. So episode 14 of what, like 50 something episodes we used to when we used to do this all on the other channel. I didn't keep count of it. I just didn't name it, stuff
I'm
like
trying
that.
to find
But like episode 14,
no.
we're making some waves, and people are actually watching this. So there was a shout out I did want to give, but I forgot who.
God dang it! I'm tired. Fuck.
Oh
Shit.
yeah, it's also the almost the end of
Understandable.
the year, so halfway to the end of the year. So
Dog
you guys
boy,
better come up with your waifu of the year.
dog boy. If you're feeling tired, you can leave still. Like, dude, I don't want you
Alright.
falling. I don't want you dying
Yeah.
on the mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce off, guys.
All right. Thanks
But
for coming in.
I'll see everyone else later.
Uh,
Whoever's
finish
watching
that.
this, have a good day.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Finish that fucking promotional poster, dude. Please finish making that poster, though. Please.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, we don't want him to die in the mic. Uh,
Yeah.
we had a lot of sleepy casts out there, and if you two and if you wanted to
I
go,
just had some tea, so
yeah, I'm drinking some hot chocolate and coffee right now. Oh, when the hell did I make this?
I'm trying to find like a meme. I've because I posted the tier list in the in a different server.
Like when the hell did that get made? Anyways, yeah. I was playing with the dolly just a bit more, just to see if I can generate something that some an image, because like yeah, what I was trying to do was I wanted to recreate one of my drawings and see if I could just probably capitalize on the thing too. Well, not too much, but it's really good because what happens is that if you generate an image and you're saying, "Hey, everyone, if you want to do that for like a contest or something like that, a challenge," it's like, "Hey, what we're going to be drawing is, can you guys recreate this?" But it's trying to get people to participate in it because right now me and Risagi are trying to make a newsletter for our community. We're trying to get people more involved because now our community is growing and much more. Still can't get a banner from Amino. I don't think they want. I don't think they want to give anyone banners anymore. I think you have to be. I think what you have to be for them to get you a banner is a community that is probably. Well, I could say you have to have you have to be a fandom of a already established IP. So right now they're featuring Disney. Last time they're featuring Avatar, and they're featuring some other things that weren't. Oh, my phone's dying still. How's it dying so fast? Even those charts, yeah. So they were featuring a bunch of other stuff like Disney and Avatar, and it doesn't seem like they want to feature anyone who is a nobody. And I get it. Why would you want to feature something that wouldn't have a big um um reception? Like, why would you want to feature any of these like low, no one knows um art groups or comics and stuff like that? So they're just looking for people that they in companies, or not companies, but they're looking for popular stuff. And sadly, this just have to. That's why I don't think we're able to get the banner that we want. Understandable. So what happens is that we have to find other ways of growing our community. And I don't think they're gonna still give it to us, but that's fine. That's what they want. So, but we are growing and we are trying to find ways to get people to interact with each other because it's all about the artist. It's all about it's the same thing. Same thing I've done in Amana. But for those who don't know about um, about communities in Amino, it's basically just building community, getting people to interact in some way. If it's in post getting people to each other, meet new people and stuff like that, and that's what I'm doing for the new art community that I've set up. Just getting people to interact, and right now one of our things that we're going to try to tackle, and hopefully people actually read, because the situation I told to Rusagi was that people have a low attention span, so they will not pay attention.
Their attention span is worse than a fucking goldfish. Which,
Yeah,
by the way, is not fucking 30 seconds.
yeah.
30 seconds.
I mean, it's been disproved and stuff like that.
Yeah, like even fucking MythBusters proved this shit.
I should watch more. I should watch more Mythbusters. Um, but yeah. So yeah, the problem is we're trying to get people to pay attention, because I know I was doing a lot of writings when I was in Amana. I call it Wisdom Radio, and I would just like tackle some issues that I thought came to mind. And because I was the leader and some people listened, I don't know if everyone did listen, but the ones that who followed me who wanted to know what I was what I talk about, they listened. But right now we have this community full of new people, and the idea is to try to get them to interact, try to get them in chats, try to if we have something to say, trying to get them to hear what we gotta say. But the problem is it's just not so easy to get people to listen to like read a full on more than 140 character sentence and stuff like that. So what we're trying to do right now is we're going to try to make a comic for it. We're going to try to make a newsletter. We're going to try to make a webtoon style comic. Uh, that will be for the members and try to get them to interact and whatnot. Just try to get their attention and try to solve some problems like why do people leave the community, what causes them to do these things. Because one guy was like, oh, I'm out of here, and we're like, why? And he never said why he's out there. So we get into those situations. It's like, yeah, we would like to have some feedback on why you don't want to be here anymore. Did we do something to you? Was it like you weren't getting featured? Like, what was your rip off of L too close to L, and you finally realized that it was not an OC. I don't think he's listened to his podcast, so I don't have anything to worry about. But yeah, one of the guys we had in our community, he was like, "This is my OC." I'm like, "That's just L from Death Note." No, it's my OC. I'm like, "Okay, it's your OC then."
So it's like just like what, like one for role playing, or because those people always kind of fucking do that. Like they rip random images out of because like they don't have the artistic talent or they don't know anyone.
No, the person drew their own character. Luckily, but what happens is it had every single element that you take one look at it, and it's like that's just L from Death Note. From the eyes, from the hair to the pants to the shoes to the posture, and then saying, "No, this is my original character." Almost like, who are you trying to fool out here? But eventually, that person left. It said that they're gone. But I don't know why they thought is like they
It's
can.
so it's similar to like never mind.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why they thought that they can just grab any character and then say it's their original
I
character.
mean, have you looked at Fantasy Amino?
No, I have not. I didn't even know that thing. I didn't know that existed.
What
Wow.
Fantasy Amino?
Yeah.
The
What I
like what do you expect?
I
There's
is
almost an amino for everything.
Yeah, it's true. There's a foot fetish amino. There's a probably flationist amino. Yeah.
There's an armpit fetish amino.
Yeah. 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 I'm surprised they got people to even come there in the first place. But if you build it, they will come. Literally, I mean cum. Um, but yes, exactly. No, I didn't know there's a fan. I didn't know there's a fantasy, and I didn't think fantasy would have people who would draw anime. I thought they would be more around the like anime. If it says anime or something like that, or at least the fandoms of that anime. But I didn't think there would be a fantasy place with anime people, posting stuff in anime. But no, I have not seen it, and I'm surprised that it's not even come across my radar in the last 5 years. It probably has, but I wasn't really paying attention to it anyways. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're just trying to
Okay.
make it better for the community and stuff like that. So we're doing very well. Um, Getting a lot of people coming in, but trying to get them over level one is very difficult because people come in. And I guess they look around. If they're looking for certain things, we can't always offer the thing that they want. Um, and hopefully I don't make the same mistakes I did back in the past and stuff like that with
Yeah,
whatever
for me,
happened. Go on.
As for me, it's like for me, it's my past is like I just hope it doesn't fucking come back to get me.
I don't think so. I mean, you kind of just stay off of amino or the sites or whatever place that you've been to, and I don't think.
For me, it's uh, like I told you like a bit about my
Oh
past,
yeah, yeah.
about like how my second account got ultimately got yeeted off.
Yeah, I got temporary banned on Amino Live recently because I was showing off my swollen knee, and then it was like I guess
Uh,
I showed off my foot, and then it was like, yeah, you're showing off your feet, so that's too sexual. I'm like, so I got banned
the
for an
fuck
hour.
you mean? I bet there's people right now on the meal shaking their ass cheeks.
Mostly shaking their tits because I guess they have that face. But yeah, yeah, you're probably right. Doing probably on Kick, they're probably doing that, not getting in trouble. But yeah, probably the same thing. But yes, there's more stickers of ass cheeks being shaken and slapped on people's walls. But you'd be correct. But yeah, we're trying our best to get people to come in, join the fun, uh, play the games that we have up there. People are impressed that I was able to get RPG Maker working on Amino, um, and stuff like that because of course they're not gonna do it themselves. So you can't really do much with the system except for force it to work with you because it feels like what it feels like it's a Mac. The community is a Mac, and you ain't getting anywhere if unless you force a machine to bend to your will and stuff like that. And it does fight back, but when it doesn't, it works pretty well. So with that being said, we got two games on there. I don't know. I've been to external hyper. I don't even know if he's working on his game anymore. Um, but I know I'm still working on mine. And after this podcast, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. Go work on my game. Do another video. Some guy named what was his name? Some guy followed me named Sorvid. He suggested I play a Silent Hill game. Um, he came in my channel and said, "Hey, you should play a Silent Hill game." So maybe somewhere in the week I will be playing Silent Hill. Um, Actually, I should probably just wrap it up.
Time to wrap this up. It's
Yeah,
like almost two.
yeah, it's time to get this wrapped up. It's like, yeah, we can do this early. So yeah, like I was saying, Mondays I'm playing. Again, I'm still playing Dead Rising. I got my audio working. I finally know how to balance it, and so I've been Dead Rising comes on Monday. Maybe not Tuesday, but maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I might do an RPG Maker for that game just to give it a look. It works. I do get it runs on RPG Maker XP, so I had to get I had to get a runtime package to get that going. I kind of want to play.
Believe it
Uh,
or not,
hmm?
RPG Maker XP was actually one I was actually gonna try and get when I was like first introduced to like the whole RPG Maker scene.
Yeah. Um. I mean, I played some RPG Maker XP games, but I didn't know like. And then I did do some like I did use some like tools to get into the de-encrypt the uh
Debug menu.
yeah, to get the images out of the game because I was like, I'm not playing this game anymore. I want to look inside of it. I'm not gonna catch everything. So, I did get this tool that allowed me to do that. But then I didn't realize it's on my old computer and I left it there and I can't find it again. But someone was looking for that same thing and I didn't remember to get it. But I don't think it will work on anything other than XP because it had a certain file that was like RGGSS3, and I was like, okay, well, these files are saved differently in the other thing, so I'm not going to be using that again. But this game is a XP game and stuff like that. I was looking at multiplayer also. Like there's a person that made a multiplayer plugin. Maybe there might be multiple. Maybe if I can get this thing working, multiplayer is not a promise. It's an experiment. Just to, after the whole thing is done, maybe there might be a multiplayer function that might work out cool. Imagine playing it somewhere, somehow, in some place. So, um, like a regular Pokemon game or something like that. Met a couple cool people. Said they try to make their own Pokemon games, and they're gonna try to come back and make Pokemon. And yeah, and then we have till next Saturday, and we meet again on the podcast. So, I think that's it. That's it. I think we made a good podcast. Um, I think we can call this night, and we can go home. All right.
Yeah.
I'll
Uh,
get the keys.
hopefully I can start live streaming.
Which platform?
Mostly probably on YouTube and Picardo.
Oh yeah, Picardo. I forgot about that place. Oh yeah, Picardo TV. That is
Yeah,
a place.
most likely either on YouTube or Picardo.
Oh, I forgot about that place. Yo, I had a Picardo account, but I totally forgot. Thanks for reminding me. I probably won't use it again, but good to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
and hopefully I can at least show you guys the cover of both the Safe for Work cover and then actually no, I'm just gonna show you the cover of Enoshima Tales. I am going to make like two versions of it though, Safe for Work and not Safe for Work.
And it's gonna go under Pixiv too, right?
Yeah, both are going to Pixiv.
Awesome. All right. And that wraps it up. I don't think there's anything else I'm missing. But yeah, that seems like it. I'll read Metal Amy's story at some time. I promise you, Metal Amy, I'll read the story. I know you're not listening to this, but if you ever jump to the end of this podcast, I'll be reminded to read the rest of your story or the preview that you put out there. All right.
So also later on, if I do so I may have like an embarrassing story
Oh boy.
later on if I do have some proper cash in my wallet.
You gotta save it.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah.
Let's call this quits and go home and to our families and friends and our
Yeah.
loved ones. Till till we meet again. Farewell, travelers.
Yeah. Good night. Good night, everybody.